And if you think about it, if the best players in the world are dying to ganks, imagine what you can do to like any player in any ELO. But the thing is that how do you recognize and how do you do it yourself, right? So let's get to it. For the people that don't know who I am, I have played professionally for 8 years, played in the LEC, played with players like Broken Blade, Hansama, and played against Doinby internationally. I've as well coached my past year in the LEC and coached players like Jankos, Perks, Wunder, players that have won MSI and basically have been rank 1 in solo queue as well for 5 years and 13 times challenger. So guys, I'll explain to you guys how our professional players that are the best in the world die to ganks. And if you think about it, if the best players in the world are dying to ganks, imagine what you can do to like any player in any ELO. But the thing is that how do you recognize and how do you do it yourself, right? So let's get to it. You can see here this gank. Poppy literally killed Viego 5 seconds ago. He proceeds to run mid lane and gets cap flash. So how does he get cap flash here? Well, he literally showed 5 seconds ago. And I'll be breaking it down to you guys. So right here, the crucial thing is that as a jungler or laner, and it doesn't matter what role you're playing, okay? Your job as a laner is to not make it obvious. So Faker right now, he should never ever look to walk up and trade for him. He should ideally let the guy that has like CC go first. Because think like this. If Faker's walking forward, our Ritter Soul is going to walk backward. That means he's going to be close to his tower, which means it's going to be more difficult to kill. Which is why you want, in general, the guys CC that's behind to go first, to make them as deep as possible, which will give you more time to hit him and kill him. So that's like one theory. The other theory is that you want to go for the gank when he goes for last hit. Why when he goes for last hit? Because if you guys have played lane, you know that the moment you're focused on last hit, that's the moment you're not looking at minimap. Even if you're the best player in the world, there's no way that you can look at the minimap and the minion at the same time. There's just no way. The lower elo you are, the worse it gets. So in Iron, it might take people 2 seconds, but in a very, very high, actually maybe 3 seconds, but in a very, very high challenger, it might take people like 0.3 seconds, or I don't know how long exactly, but you get the point. And think like this, right? Because they don't see you, that's an opportunity for you to look for a gank. And as you can see, they're really communicating this minion when he goes for that. I'll be looking. And why do you gank when they go for last hit? Because that's the timing they have to walk up to hit the minion. If the minion is like, let's say, full HP, okay? He can even stand here and he's not gonna lose anything. So that's the main reason why you wanna gank when he goes for last hit, okay? Boom, last hit, he's not looking. You can even see Poppy actually showed, but he saw him very late, okay? Okay, second one. You need your laner to hook the opposite side. Why? Because let's say Azir is standing here. Arena Soul can run top side and he'll be fine. Which is why you want one person here, so you can basically pincer him. And he can't go anywhere. So there's like 3 things, okay? Which is that when he goes for last hit, hook the opposite side. And of course, like that's actually all you need. Then you need to know the third thing, which is that do you have enough damage and who goes first, right? Which is usually the guy that's behind him and that has CC, okay? So you can see another example of T1. You can see here clearly Faker is hugging the left side. Why? Imagine hugging the right side, he can just run up, he'll be fine. But because he's hugging the left side, he can now just completely chase him down and get to him. And because Sejuani has flash and Nai doesn't, he's gonna die here. So I'll show you guys some examples as well. You can see in this clip right here, Caps is super low. He knows that Sejuani is around. Look, you can look at his vision wards. He literally has insane vision wards. He sees everything. So how did they get this kill?
Humanoid's getting plates and
waiting.
Humanoid's walking backwards, and that makes him think, oh, he may be left. So then they actually got the kill, and even though like this Caps is actually the best player in the West, literally, okay? And he's still dying to this gank. But as you can see, pay attention to Humanoid, okay? He's walking back, so he's walking forward. This is how it works. It's always like that. And you can even see back at the T1 clip here, Faker is not making it obvious. Faker is legit oinking here, so this guy feels safe to walk up. If Faker walks up, he's gonna walk back. And that's like the logic of like how pros are even dying to ganks, because like, it's all about psychology. So you can even see another clip here. Pay attention, okay? Ashe is shooting an arrow right here. So what is Niski doing? He's not showing to make it more obvious how he's gonna stand. The moment the arrow is about to land, boom, he shows. So now imagine that Niski stood here, and as the arrow's flying, he was walking forward. He's gonna be on his guard. But now as well, if you hide behind the wall, it's gonna be like less obvious. and it's gonna be much easier to kill. So I'll show you now a game of where I play solo queue. So before I gank mid lane here, okay, I'll show you enemy vision. Enemy literally saw me taking a plant here. He literally knows I'm topside. So laners in general, right? When they see a minion, they get super greedy. In this case, the minion is not even like dead yet. But even then, laners are super greedy. He's walking up because he actually low-key wants a minion. Even though he's walking the right side, as you can see, he can't really walk to the right side because my Karma closed in on him. If my Karma was standing here, he could run to the right and he would be fine. And then, of course, this guy dies. So, like I said, 3 key takeaways how we can play like a pro, which is 1. Go for a gank when and go for last hit. 2. Your laner needs to hook the opposite side to cut off the escape path. And then 3. Just knowing whether you have enough damage /CC to kill the target. And if the wave stays in the middle and you time your gank properly, this is how you can get kills and works against the best players in the world. My goal is to help you climb faster with my videos. Check out my Patreon where I upload coaching sessions, courses and live classes. It has helped multiple players climb to high ELO, including Challenger. Or book a private coaching with me on my website.